No. Okay. Fine. So let us say if you look at all, it says, okay, I don't require hyphen cap all these V's. Okay, I don't require these many V's. Okay, so it will try to ask your password first. So now it is responded, 12 is responded and 30 is unreachable. Why? Because the server is not up and running. So when I say all, it will try to look at your inventory file on all the servers it is executing. But what exactly your group is? Web, right? Your group is web. I don't want to execute on DB or some other groups. I don't want to execute on all. So I can say only I want to execute on one particular group called web. Now, so when I say vagrant password, it is trying to connect only DB web group. Even now you know that, okay, 13 is not working. I want to limit my scope to only 12, suppose. Though I want to execute in a web, I want to limit my scope to, okay, I want to limit my scope to, okay, 192.168.56.12. Okay, I want to limit to any one particular server. Though you are giving a lot of group, okay, though you have in a web there is 2 servers, but I want to execute some commands on my only one particular. I want to limit my scope to one particular server, so it is executed on only one server. Now you want to get something like, okay, I don't want to execute in a ping module. This time I want to execute something like a command module. There's a module called command. The command, you can execute different attributes, like whatever the attributes you want to set up. Let us say I want to execute one command called df-h on the web server group. I want to limit one particular server, call this. So it will try to connect to the server by looking at etc Ansible host file in a group called web. It is limiting to one particular server. It is connecting with the username called vagrant-k, password is vagrant, and oh, something went wrong. So there is some mistaken command. Let us execute it again. So, okay, see that it is connected to the server, and okay, it is connected to the which server in a web, in a my Ansible etc Ansible host file. It is trying to execute my, okay, it is trying to connect on web group. In the web group, multiple servers are there, but I want to limit to this particular server, connect with this particular username and password key, and I want to execute in a module called command. In that attribute, I'm giving, okay, df-h. Let us say Ansible -doc, okay, command. So the command module, if you want to understand any, it is just like a man pages. In a Linux, you could see man pages help, right? So same thing, Ansible -doc, you could see that. Okay, you can execute any command. The command module takes the command name followed by that particular list. Let us say change directory. Okay, free from, removes, one. You can execute like any command, right? I want to create something file. Okay, so okay, so you can like, okay, you can create anything, right? Any doubts till now what we discussed? No, right? There is a one hand raised. Let us address that. Ganesh, I could see hand raised by you. Any concerns, any issues?
Hi, good evening. So, thing is actually, if I compare with the safe, right? So safe, we understood that we need to do individual client bootstrap to get communicated, to get registered with the safe server and get communication and to deploy the further codes. So, but whereas so in that case, we need to individually we are giving the password and using the commands line, right? Bootstrap big knife. So going the user ID and password. Whereas in Ansible, I hope here I understood is like we are giving like PEM file through the for the authentication. So how basically little bit if you can give the difference, no, how the authentication happen, Ansible versus Safe, no, it will be more understandable. So if you can little bit.
Okay, so in a very when I start very first session, okay, I explained I hope. Okay, generally, Chef and Puppet are the rest of the any configuration management tools and agent to be installed. Okay, on a client side. That is what Bootstrap. When I run the Chef Bootstrap, right, Knife Bootstrap, it will try to install a client software on it, and it will copy some PEM files, and then it will execute authentication. Whereas in Ansible, you don't require any agent to be configured over there. Okay, it was trying to connect that particular machine over SSH. Okay, it was trying to connect to that machine over SSH. This particular machine over SSH with the help of the username and the password I'm giving with the help of -k. Then it is connected and run a command called df-h. Very simple, right? We didn't do anything. It is connected to the server with the username and password. Okay, with the help of username and password, we connected. That's it. Okay, is that clear, Ganesh? So, Balaji, what is the Ansible authentication for LDAP hosts? Any host, generally, I'll try to come across that. There may be LDAP, NIS, whatever. It doesn't matter whether which host you are trying to talk about. We'll try to look at all those things. Shivacharan, I could see hand raised by you as well. Can you please address your question?
Actually, what are the module types and what is the is of the work module?
Sorry?
What are the module types?
So these are all module. Okay, let me explain. Modules are basically Linux commands, kind of, right? So if you look at here, module is a one module kind of command module. With the help of a command module, you can execute any commands on a missions, any mission. There are like n number of modules. Okay, let me show you. There is something like a copy module. With the help of a copy module, just like you see in a chef attributes, right? In chef, you have seen attributes like file attribute, directory attribute, copy. Okay, the template attributes. In the same way, here we call it as a module. Here a shell module is there, copy module is there, right? Service module, package module. These are all the modules. They call it a modules. Is it clear? Sure. Just like your attributes in shell. Yeah, Raymond, please raise your concern as well.
Yeah, hi, Raghu. My concern is that, like in SAP, we have added the nodes in SAP server with the help of bootstrap command, right?
Yes. So basically, we
But
need to
in
understand.
case, yeah, but in case of Ansible, like I have installed a 10 server, 10 client machine, and I want to add all 10 client machine in my Ansible server. There is
Yes.
any command to single go to add all the server in my Ansible inventory?
You need not to do anything. Just you go etc a host file and update all the 10 servers over here like this. That's it.
It's a manual work, right?
There are multiple things. Okay, so either you want to go with a inventory ad hoc, like I mean to say dynamic inventory. Yes, you can go with that. Or else, if you want to go with a manual one, you can say you can update your inventory file, all the IP addresses or host names in one
Okay.
inventory file, and you can manage those servers. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. So okay, I hope you all clear with this now inventory file. Okay. Okay, basically the module I'm executing some module and trying to execute the df-h command. So same thing, if you want to do something, if you want to copy something to that particular module. So how can I copy some content to my particular other server? You can say Ansible-m. The module name is copy. Attribute is source file is this. Somewhere source is maybe located in your GitHub. Source may be located in your some website. Source may be located in your local server. You want to copy that into a destination server call in a temp directory. You want to set up a path. Mode is nothing but permissions, 700 permissions on all the servers. Okay, right? No, Ganesh, just let me go through my flow. I'll explain all the passwordless authentication, everything I'll explain. Okay, don't worry. Just let me, okay, if I explain with the passwordless authentication first, people may get confused, so that I'm trying to explain with -K. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me show you the copy module. Okay, how to understand a copy module. So if you look at here, Ansible-doc, okay, I can say something like copy module. If you understand any particular module, you can go and run the command. Wherever the equal symbol is there, that is mandatory option. You have to, okay, that is default, you have to select. So when you're trying to copy something, is that backup is required? It is not mandatory. Yes, if you require a backup, yes, you can say before overwriting, take a backup copy. Okay, that is the option. Content, if you want to add some content, that is not mandatory, but there is an option given. Okay, these are all the different options. Where is the mandatory option given? Any double equals to symbol is there? Is there any double equal symbol is there? Any, could you see any double equal symbol here? Okay, let me show you. There is a double equal symbol called destination. That means when you are trying to copy something to some location, you have to specify where you want to copy. That is a mandatory one. The destination is mandatory. If you look at some examples, okay, if you look at some examples, they want to copy something. Your source location is this particular file, destination location is this, owner is this, group is this, mode is user I required read write, group I required a read, others I required a read. This is the way you can give, right? Or else you can say user read write, group this one, and owner this particular. Okay, in this particular way you can give. If you want to enable backup as well, you can say yes, I required backup as well, right? So these are all the different options. You can specify that, right? So let us execute that. Okay, I want to copy something content. Okay, now try to run this command guys here. 1 minute. Okay, I want to run some command like, okay, I want to copy some content actually. So I want to use a module called copy. I'm trying to use attribute this particular one, and I want to execute in all servers. So to do that, you need to have some copy called temp.txt file, some text file, right? So what I'll do first, I'll try to create some file touch. Okay, /tmp/test file, right? I try to create some test file now. Then I'm trying to run this command. So look at this, try to understand it. I'm trying to copy this particular file into the destination. I want to give a permission is this on all the servers. All the servers in the sense here I have two servers, 12 and 13. So basically it is failing. Till now we used -k, user -user and -k option, so it is executed. Now we'll try to understand without password. So in a generally cloud, we don't use passwords and all, right? So how to do that? So let us say I'm trying to generate an SSH key here, SSH-keygen, SSH-keygen. Just try to execute one key. Okay, I'm generating for root user here. Okay, I've generated some user. The key is located here, this particular key. So I'm trying to copy. How to copy it? SSH-copy-id. Where you want to copy? Into a server with the help of the user, right? So let us do one thing. For simple example, I'm trying to say sudo su-. I'm trying to create one user called user add some test ans. I'll try to create one ans test kind of user, a service account. You can understand it as a service. account, ans test, right? So let us say password ans test. Let me give a simple password called welcome. Welcome, done, right?